or Pablo. So yeah, it's
You
up
look
to
like
you.
you kind of look like a Mexican guy who's not willing to give up his mustache, who's going for Halloween as the guy from White Lotus.
My brother and sister did convince me that I was an adopted Mexican because I was a little more tan than the two of them growing up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Pete,
a power
that's
move
a
right
power
there.
move right there. I love that.
Holy echo.
I
Also,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6.
yikes.
Is that right?
Tough year.
No
Tough year.
way.
I think we
Maybe
might have been.
no.
That's pretty good.
No, this is like 8. No, we're actually pretty deep in.
That's pretty
I think
good.
This is 8.
It's the
All right,
deepest we've been in
episode
ages.
Episode 8. A lot's happened. You know, the commissioners have been on vacation for the past 6 weeks, so we're not sure what has happened, but I know a lot has happened. We got 4
I
teams
don't know who's
left
still in it.
into the semis. I think the Robespierre is still in it, and we all hope he gets eliminated because nobody wants that guy to win. And welcome to it. Let's get into it.
Still say that fumble wasn't my fault.
Oh, Reagan, the tape doesn't lie. It's Reagan again.
Wait, who's still in this? Wait, who just joined?
Luke,
What the hell is happening?
the fuck is going on?
I almost just threw up. I feel like I was like put into a Twilight Zone. My brain couldn't process that. That was crazy. All right, should we talk about who's still in it? Because I have no idea.
Yeah, I know Woozy got cut last week because he was blowing up our group chat, but other than that, I'm MIA. And I know Fish is still in it because he got absolutely ravaged last week by himself.
Is Fish still? I know we need a little update on the score. Wait, so is 1 week over and now we're starting fresh?
We're
Semifinals.
It's a 2-week semifinal. So the 2-week first round already happened, and now we're halfway through the 2-week semifinal.
Okay, so first week of the semifinals already happened.
And Fish put
Nice.
up 60
Wow.
points.
But
Oh
Captain
my God,
Jamaica,
are you
Captain
serious?
Jamaica only put up 99. So like
I know
it's pretty close. It's
he
not.
could make a
he's
run.
not
Are they
out of
head,
it.
are they head to head?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
that decision to trade away Jonathan Taylor for Christian McCaffrey may pay off, but having that as the bye week last week was tough for Fish.
Super tough for Fish. I mean, that's
Wow.
one of the worst performances we've seen out of a team in playoffs, maybe ever. It was a low score. What was the lowest score of an eliminated team in the regular season?
That might be the lowest score. 60
I
points.
think there was
It
a
was
50.
tough. He's-
I think
he's
there was
got
a
a good
good
squad.
50 twice, but
Thank you.
that I
was
mean
there a 59 or something like that?
he would have
Sorry,
been
Fish.
eliminated in like 10 of the 12 elimination weeks.
Yeah, but the
All right,
crazy
I'm not
thing
gonna lie,
is,
that could have gone better.
So anyway,
Did we
Pete,
get
I don't
Woozy's
know who else is in it.
intro?
God damn it, Luke.
Luke, did you
What
just
the
ask
hell's
for an
Luke?
intro?
Luke, we're in the middle. We're in the middle of the third segment. We're keeping it tight. I don't know where you've been. Your shadow body, even in the upside down, your shadow self was here for a while. Scared the bejesus out of us, to be honest.
Boozy did an intro, Luke.
Oh, great. All right, good. So we're still on target for delivery here.
All right, we're talking about. We're just trying to
Captain
see who the
Jamaica-
hell's still in this game.
Captain Jamaica
Fish and
versus
Captain
I
Jamaica
just
are
shot-
head-to-head.
started myself.
But is it
Well,
head to
they're
head?
honestly
Head doesn't
not-
mean anything,
it is-
Pete.
Really? It doesn't mean anything?
Jeez, Petey. God.
That seems terrible.
Okay, this is a great time for my segment, which is oh my God, how many times we have to go over the rules in this league? And should we change it? Because literally everyone who made it to the playoffs immediately texted me questions like, wait, why am I in the playoffs? Why did this person not get in the playoffs? And then immediately after the round one was over, they're like, wait, weren't this guy eliminated? Wasn't somebody else eliminated? So for everyone who has
I
literally no idea how the fuck this league works, let me just recap. With the the 7 remaining non-eliminated teams made it to the playoffs. And in the playoffs, people who are eliminated don't actually lose their rosters. So that was thing one that nobody knew, apparently. So with everyone, yeah, we don't get smaller than 7 teams once we get to the playoffs. And then in the playoffs, round one is seed 1 gets a bye. So 2 through 7 seeds are not head to head. It's just the top 3 highest scores of those 6 teams, and the bottom 3 scores get knocked out, and the top 3 move on. So currently we are in the semifinals with seed number 1 who had a bye from the first week, and then the 3 highest scores from the last round of the playoffs. And once again, 2 highest scores will go on to the championship. So hopefully that clears it up for literally everybody.
I
Probably
brought
not.
this up. I brought this up in the preseason. I think it should be head to head. I don't know. I feel like there's not really any good reason to go top 3 scores. Head to head's more
Because
fun.
it's an elimination league. Like we've never head to head has not been part of the league all season long, and then all of a sudden, I mean, I guess we have head to head matchups, but like the point is always like you score well, you stay in. You don't score well, you get knocked out. So it's kind of like seems to be on brand to me.
Also,
a fair
Boozy, save it
argument.
for our off-season pod. God, it's coming in like a week.
I just spent an
All right.
evening with the Regans and had them, talking down my throat about this. Andy,
Oh,
feel
that
free to
was
I
just
should
speak
my
have-
to it.
brother. My brother's upset. I don't care. What do I care? I got eliminated.
I thought, Luke, I thought your segment was going to be how the Regan brothers still screw us every week somehow.
Dude, not
True.
nine
Every
out
I
of
think the
10
roles were
dumbass
reversed
questions
this
come
year.
from the Regans.
We're going to have a Regan rule number 4 on our website next year. He's getting out of hand.
If the Regans want to be in this league next year, they can work together on one team. I'm not giving them 2 spots.
Well, they already collude. I still think the biggest whiff we've ever had
They
as
do
commissioners was
already
not banning
collude.
the Regans for at least 2 years after blatantly
That's
colluding and then admitting to it on the pod.
I think the most interesting part of this is the 2 vocal guys here are the guys that got relegated and just want a spot in the A League. I think that's all it is. Really.
A-Leagues for
That's very
scrubs.
true.
Nothing to do with it. Maybe a little bit of something. All right, moving on to the next segment. Since we're 20 minutes into our schedule, Andy, this is your moment. It's gripe time,
Oh, cool.
baby. So it's a good time to go
He's
off
gone.
camera and just peace out.
Wait,
If
am
that's
I
your
off camera
preferred
when I do
method.
that? I'm on my phone, so I need to review my notes when I do that.
Oh, I see. That is tough.
All right, we'll give you a little
You
intro.
can review your
your
notes.
and
We'll do a little recap. Yeah, that's a good call. Does anybody want to read off Andy's accolades, his previous performances in the league?
Well,
Actually, you know what? This would be a great time to splice in. I have some off-season footage of Andy Regan completing a beer mile after housing, what was it, a 20-piece chicken nugget?
yeah, 20-piece nugget.
These chicken nuggets, and then straight into a beer mile.
God.
Was it
That is
followed by a
brutal.
shoey at the end?
Yeah, yep, followed by a shoey. Lost my other league. Yeah, no 2 ways about it. That was tough.
So we'll
but-
be bringing that footage into this pod right here.
It's honestly a miracle
Okay,
you're still
perfect.
with us today.
Yeah, my wife is proud. All right, so maybe my
I'm proud
my-
you still have a wife.
Can you still hear me at least?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be
The
playing B-roll
Scatterbo
footage
trade
of your beer
was just
mile
never
during this
addressed.
segment.
Albeit he got hurt out here. The whole like six vetoes just never got addressed by the pod. I think it should. An opportunity for the commissioner.
I think we did it.
talked about it. We roasted Booze.
Yeah, we absolutely roasted Booze for that.
No, I've listened to every pod.
You may-
You guys glossed over it. You guys never actually addressed that one. You addressed all of Boozy's other shortcomings and complained about how he finds ways to find loopholes. But that
It
one,
may have been off. We
that
may have not
one never
recorded
got
that part.
addressed.
That's fair. We may have missed the target on that one because there was just so much to pick from
Yep.
of the plethora of
right.
absolutely wild moves by Booz.
That's a good one, Andy.
Exactly. I just wanted to bring that up. The second one is you guys didn't bring up you didn't call George Torch Pete, which I'm kind of disappointed in you for when you came on the pod. But you also didn't
That's
ask him
tough.
about the prostate exam versus colonoscopy, which I didn't think that like the large majority of people would struggle to understand the differences.
True.
Like prostate exams are fun and cool. Colonoscopies, you got to sit on the couch, lay down belly flat on the couch for like a week after.
True.
So
Really?
wait, which one's fun?
Wait, is that
'Cause
serious?
those both sound good.
Which one's the good one? Wait, do you have to lay down on the couch for a week after?
Dude,
No,
Dude,
no,
that
but
is-
you are like
Dude, you are speaking Petey's language. He's about to go off camera. He's
Because
too
they probe
excited.
you. They probe you
I was-
every
I
day
was
for
gonna
a
say,
week to
it
check
sounds like-
if anything changed.
A week might be a long
I was
time,
gonna-
but it's
I was just-
I think they suck. Out of
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Petey
it
sucked
sounds
it
like
out
my
of you.
freshman year roommate Jerome gave me a colonoscopy.
I have a couple
Oh.
other quick ones before my last final point is
Mm.
one of the notes I wrote down at one point in the season was we liked Luke better before the earrings. No offense.
Hot take.
I was a little nervous to bring up that one.
Hard not
And
to take
then
offense.
the other one was I don't want to have to keep going back and forth. Oh, do you guys get triggered by me in the group chat when I raise chaos?
I get
Josh,
triggered by
yes.
you, period. It has nothing to do with the group text. Anytime
Okay.
I hear or see your name, I'm triggered immediately. Mostly because
True.
Boozy was propagandizing you for years before this league about how you're an enemy and sending us all these anti-Andy Regan
True.
videos. he was sharing.
No.
It would be like
absolutely-
it would be like Vladimir
Hold on.
Putin coming into this league. Naturally, I'm going to
Hold
be
on.
triggered.
Well, it's
Hold
funny
on.
you bring
I
up
was
Putin
I
because
was talking about a great rivalry between me and Regan, in which several pretty good videos came out in the past couple of years. It was not a Putin thing. It was more of a Trump Kim Jong-un, where we respect each other. Yes, he's a dictator, but I love the guy.
That was never said.
Hmm.
That was never said until
Friendly
this year when
respect.
I said we should kick you out of the league. And Boozy goes, Andy's actually a good guy. I like him. I said, that's the first time I've ever heard you say anything
no,
good.
I think Pete is the
That
one
is
that's
so
like Andy's a
false.
sweetheart on every pod. So I really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Andy, I've always unabashedly supported you. I do love
And
you.
this
Yeah.
is
But you're a
the
bitch.
dynamic is spot on. And now, Andy, you're winning me over.
No
Um,
one's surprised. No, but Pete's always a little bit ass backwards on who he supports. So I don't think that's actually like a more of a commentary against your character than Pete's in favor of you.
Hey, I'll take my ass either way it gets it done.
And then the last point I have is how many scandals have I been in now? I think it's 4. The first year, it was me and Pete causing chaos through a Russell Wilson for Cortland Sutton Sunday night trade.
That was the true Regan rule.
No, that was me and Pete. The next year was the second year was me and my brother. He traded me Kareem Hunt for nobody.
Because he said just in case there was a tie,
No.
his bench score would matter. And then came on the pod and said, yeah, I just wanted to help my brother. And we did nothing about it.
Well,
Yeah.
like,
True, that was
it's kind
tough.
of like we couldn't do anything about it.
Now there's me
And-
and Boozy.
If anyone's wondering, I lost by 0.2 points that week to you. So if you wonder why I'm triggered, Andy, see year
To be
2.
honest, I'm a little offended here. So looking back at Andy's trades this year, Andy traded first with me, then with Boozy, which of course was Boozy then vetoed, and then with his brother again at the end. So there is a bit of a trend here. I'm mostly just offended that I didn't get to be part of one of these blockbuster scandals. Like why did we do like an above the board trade when like we could have absolutely just rattled the
Yeah.
whole league for no reason whatsoever?
I think we're saving that for next year.
Good call.
The
Good call.
cross
You'll be
league.
my
He's-
you'll be my Bubba. I'll be your Donnie, if you know what I mean.
Sound good. I don't,
I
but
don't
I'm
really
excited
know
to find
what
out.
I don't get the
I know
reference.
Boozy knows what I mean.
I'm so curious, but
Those are
I
my
think I
notes.
want to be a.
Those are
Bubba.
great notes, excellent notes, and you're right. I'm glad that you called out the fact that you have been when I asked someone to read through your accolades, it mostly was the scandals and not actually the performances. I don't think you've ever made the playoffs in this league. Is that true?
Whoa! I was the only person to make the playoffs in 2 years before this. I made them both years. This was the first year I didn't.
Damn it. Okay, so I was very wrong on that
Wow. So
front.
cheating pays.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, because we didn't have you on until the very end of last year. Yeah, I was thinking that you were on the earlier in the year.
Also,
But you're
wait,
right. Okay, so
Mistaking me
wait,
for my
let me
brother.
cut that part. So the other thing I wanted to mention about Andy is that he's the only person in the league to make it to the playoffs both seasons, and this is now your first season not making it. Quite a bummer. I'm glad I had that research up in front of me when I read that off. What was your major regret of this year, and what was the reason why you failed to make the playoffs for the third season in a row?
Yeah, so
Probably knocking up
pre-draft
his wife.
rankings are the real detriment to my team because I knew I was going to have to auto draft. And I thought with the extra, whatever, how many people, like 18 people, I thought all the quarterbacks were going to go off the board in round 1 and 2. And so I put quarterbacks as the top 26 players because I had like the whatever. My second pick was like the 26th pick.
Oh, is that
Right.
why you picked so many quarterbacks?
Yeah, and so
Yes.
and so no one took quarterbacks. And so now I realize that you can just set it so you can set it like quarterback, running back as the preferred picks, and they just take whoever's highest. Didn't have that sort of insight at
All
this
right,
time.
So
can I
here's,
just
I
call a
think
quick
this is-
timeout, Luke, only because I have to leave in a minute. Can I
Sure,
give my
sure.
theory of why I think Andy didn't make playoffs this year?
Mhm.
And it goes back to why we didn't rail Boozy for the Scatterboo thing, and I just remembered. It's because on our
Yeah.
separate cousin thread, Andy, another cousin on this call had incriminating evidence that you tried to collude at the same time of this trade against someone else, and we decided rather than rail Boozy and then have to rake you through the coals, we would just leave it all out in the cold refrigerator.
That's true,
and
and
not out in the open.
I protected you.
And so
No,
I
hand
think
up.
that the reason you didn't make playoffs is because you did not actually pull off the only collusion this year that would have been. You tried to collude successfully, I must say, the first 2 years. This year, it got stonewalled and you didn't make it. Coincidence?
No.
Oh,
The reason it didn't come out
Love
is
you,
because
boys.
another person on this podcast was incriminated by said evidence. That's what they don't talk about.
Bye, guys.
Good
No,
take,
that's
Josh.
not true. That's
work.
That's not true.
Eh?
I did not say anything in written contact.
But your
That
actions,
I did
My
not
actions were
have
private.
sexual
As
relations.
As
with
all of
that
my
woman.
incriminating actions are, they're private.
Should we just
in
tell the people
comfort
what
of My
happened?
own hotel room.
Yeah,
or
let's
massage
get it
parlor.
out there in the open. It's the postseason. No one's watching this pod anyway.
Yeah, so I texted Pete. Boozy didn't have a quarterback this week. We had 3 each. I texted him, we shouldn't trade Boozy a quarterback this week. Some people may call this collusion. I would probably agree.
You straight up said it, dude. That's the thing. Is like allude to it. Give me a little like.
And then
Give me
when-
an abbreviation. Give me a
Give me one
initials
some way
or something.
to pretend like I don't know what I'm
Some way
doing
to
here.
say
to
this.
back
Yeah,
out.
you're a man after Nixon's heart. My God, you
Well,
just put
and
it all
then
out
when-
there.
And then when Pete heard that I was going to trade him Gino, he texted me and he said, So,
words?
You're a slippery bastard. Well, I always knew that it was a little like it was a prisoner's dilemma, if you're familiar with the term. Because we're both better off if we don't do it, but one of us is the best off if one of us does it.
But is that collusion? Like by definition, like just like chatting with another teammate, like, hey, let's try and screw over this competitor.
I think that, by definition,
I think
is
that's-
collusion.
That might be in the
Talking with
dictionary.
somebody.
Is it when I'm working with somebody else behind the rest of the people's backs to make something happen that benefits me
Okay,
and
so
not
if I
the
had
other?
explicitly
texted it in the
working.
group chat, would that have been not collusion?
No,
I think
no.
that would have
Probably,
not
yeah.
been collusion.
I
No,
agree. Yeah,
no,
you could have
no.
posted.
If everybody
You could have
agreed,
posted
No,
in the group
because-
chat. You could have posted
No,
in the group
because
chat.
what
Hey
that
guys,
does-
Boozy needs a QB this week. You should nobody trade him one. And then that's up to the league to say, bad sports. It might be bad sportsmanship, but it's not collusion because it's not
it's
like
not collusion if everybody does it. That's bullshit. There's no way that's not
That's
true.
That's a meritocracy, baby.
No, what I mean is it's not, it's still, it might be something that you could protest, but it's still, at least it's not like behind closed doors. Like you can go in front of Congress and say, hey, I think we should break the law. And then Congress might say, no, we all think we should uphold the law. But if everybody's like, yeah, let's change that law and fuck this guy, then that's kind of your
true.
view. That's kind of how it
That's
goes.
true.
No, Luke,
That's
that is
true.
the
And I
No,
am
dumbest.
like,
That's
comparing
the
our league
dumbest.
chat to Congress. I do think that our league chat has the same amount of power as Congress.
That's the
Same
dumbest
amount of power,
argument.
same amount of corruption, perfect balance.
That's
Same
the
amount of
dumbest argument I have
honor.
ever heard. Collusion doesn't
Same
just
amount
mean
of
it's
sexual
happening.
dalliance.
It's happening behind closed doors. Collusion can happen in the open. It's not like that. It's a secret makes it collusion.
Boozy, the definition of collusion is secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy in
What?
order to deceive others. If there's no deception and it's not a secret, it's not collusion.
I wasn't trying
All
to
right,
deceive anybody.
moving on.
Disagree.
Moving on, I think this is a great time to recap Andy's draft choices because not just the fact that he drafted four QBs 4 rounds in, fantastic. I mean, that's just like, that's too beautiful.
I
And
think
it is good
two of
learning that
them-
we,
Sorry to talk so much. I think 2 of them lead the league in interceptions too. Sorry.
that's possible. Honestly, I feel like not a bad start. So you got Bo Nix at pick 11, which I think was, if I remember right, during draft, people were like, holy shit, Bo Nix, pick 11, over CeeDee Lamb, over Justin Jefferson, over Saquon Barkley. Kind of a good call. Christian McCaffrey maybe would have come out ahead of you there, but yeah, like generally speaking, you lucked out there. You missed Jahmyr. If you'd gotten Jahmyr Gibbs at pick 10, if he'd slipped to 11, that probably would have been a better pick. But yeah, Bo Nix ended up being a great pick. Down to second round though. Second round, Brock Purdy. Oof, that's a bit tougher. Ahead of folks like Dak Prescott, Jonathan Taylor. Could have had Jonathan Taylor, got Brock Purdy instead. That one hurts. And then just kept the party going. Round 3, Tua Tagovailoa over. I mean, that was actually kind of the head. I think you started a second quarterback run there because right after that went like Goff, Love, McCarthy, Cam Ward, Michael Penix. But yeah, so you could have got, I don't know if that was actually that was a huge QB run. And then finished it off with Geno Smith in round 4, ahead of Sam Darnold. And yeah, again, I mean, it got slim very quick there, so it was kind of hard to have a good pick beyond that point. Josh sneaking out with Daniel Jones in round 5 was kind of the lucky play there. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, in this year, who knows? Like, if you'd gotten like Garrett Wilson and Lad McConkey instead of Tua and Gino, would you have been much better off? I don't know, man. Like, I think you kind of ended up in a decent situation anyway.
Yeah. The nice thing is I have like no Sunday scaries or regrets about it or anything because I didn't make those decisions. That's kind of nice.
It just didn't happen to me anyway. Fair enough.
It is impressive.
Yeah.
What number person were you eliminated?
Like third to last. I don't know.
Andy was,
Because he did fully auto draft and still beat like 5 other teams at least. So can't hate on that.
I know, I think you made it longer than me and Booz, right?
I don't know. I know I made it past both double elimination weeks, I think.
Then yeah, because
Oh no, no, you did not. You were eliminated in
week 7.
no, 9, 8. Yeah, week 7.
Week
Yep.
7? My God, it's week 14.
We're behind on podcasts.
No, so we actually, we did just kind of miss you earlier, to be fair, because we had Hunter already on, and then me and Boozy were both week 9, and we did break that down in our last episode. So, yeah, we're a little behind, but no big deal. We're here now, and that's what counts. So before your time is up, Andy, any recommendations for or requests, really? I can't call them recommendations. Oh, we got a new podcast member.
She waved back to you, Charlie.
Charlie.
This is not a children's show.
Say hi.
This is
She
absolutely
can't
not
understand
appropriate.
English yet.
Hi.
Okay, thank goodness.
She definitely can.
Yeah. Say fuck the Reagan brothers. Yeah. Collusion.
She
Fuck
will
that
before
noise.
you
Collusion.
know it. It's not
go
going to end
find
well for you,
Mama.
Pete.
Yeah, go
Any
find
recommendations on like rules? Is that what you're saying?
Let me just call them wishes. If you had your way, what would you like to see change next year? And I can almost guarantee that none of them will happen, but we want to hear it anyway.
Well, I think the vetoes need to be addressed.
That's
That's fair.
I think the rule that you guys were talking about where you get relegated based on your record, it seems off. Like it's an elimination league. You should get relegated based on when you're when you're eliminated. Because like I usually draft my team to be bad in the first 2 weeks because I know they don't matter. So like, why should I change my draft strategy when it clearly works to playoff appearances?
You're not that guy.
I think those are the two things. And then I think that the playoff with head-to-head matchups, I just don't know. I see why we don't do it that way. But at the same time, like winning football matters. So, that's what I got.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll consider it. No one's writing this down, so we probably won't consider it, but we'll consider considering it.
Consider this. By
And then
NPR.
Kyle should get relegated for his shit performance.
My
Yeah.
next question was actually, what's the biggest surprise of the season for you, and why is it that Kyle made the number 1 seed and then
Bro,
absolutely
Boozy
shat the bed harder than anyone's ever fallen
Boozy
apart?
shit on Kyle's draft so hard, actively during the draft, like every single pick, and he just had a fucking incredible. Did he get a bye week? Was he the number 1 team?
Yeah, he was.
He was the number 1, but he's he's out. He put up 61 points last week.
We can talk about the championship. He has a chance, I think, actually.
To be fair,
that's
he was assisted
My
by.
biggest surprise is making it past George, who didn't auto draft. And I got eliminated after him.
Fair. Good call.
Yep. All right. Is that all I'm needed for?
You're dismissed.
No, make your championship predictions.
Oh yeah, championship prediction. Who do you think is gonna make it?
Anybody but that damn frog. I swear to God, if he wins it again, I would kill myself.
I love that's a good take. It's not looking good for our everyone's favorite villain, Maximilian Robespierre. He is definitely fighting an uphill battle this week.
Yeah, well, if anyone but him wins, I'm happy. So let it be known.
Fantastic. So we've got Maximilian in the playoffs. Kyle, who has fallen apart like no one's ever fallen apart before. We'll see if he can make a comeback. I hope to God he can, but doesn't look good. And then the 2 front runners to make a championship are 2 of my friends who shockingly look very similar. Like it would be hard to pick them out of a lineup if they both committed a crime or one of them committed a crime in the same room as the other. I think that would be a fantastic championship bowl. But we will see how that plays out.
If Captain Jamaica wins, I'll probably kill myself. Just FYI.
He
I kind of
did.
gave him the season this year. I think I made a decent trade with the Saquon Barkley, and then kind of got fucked because I forgot about waivers the next week. And then he outbid me for Bijan, kind of a bastard move. Don't like him, don't like the guy, hated trading with him, gross, disgusting. Probably won't ever happen again. But I'm picking Mark Phillips, Captain Jamaica, to not win the league. I think Kyle is going to have a massive week. I mean, Jackson Dart, Tyron Tracy. Washington has the worst defense in the league. They're going to put up 60. McCaffrey's going to put up 45. Georgie Pickens. I mean, he's a team that could put up like 180. And I think that'll be enough to get him into the finals. And from there, it's, the number one seed does. He seeds.
Damn.
Wow.
All right, Fish, where you at? Show your face.
Fish, show your face. He actually listened to that whole thing.
Show
We
your
can hear him right
beautiful
now.
face, Fix.
Careful, there's
Where
a
is he?
baby.
I could not agree more. From the start.
But you could agree a little bit more, probably. How much more could you
I
agree?
just came in. I just came in.
How much more could you agree?
I'm
I
gonna
couldn't
leave,
agree
boys.
more. I
See,
think
Andy,
that's spot
thank you for
on
your
from the
presence.
start to finish.
Love you.
Fuck Mark Phillips and go me. That's all I got.
Once again, it's not head-to-head, so that truly doesn't matter. But I do think you've got a chance to pull it off. I mean, halfway through last weekend, I thought, oh my God, this is a collapse like we've never seen before. And then everybody else kind of just barely limped
everyone's
across through
close
the weekend
enough.
as well
Everyone's
and
close
left
enough.
you a gap. I
Yeah.
think if you put a huge week, they're going to be kicking themselves for why the hell didn't we step on his throat when we had the chance? And instead, they just coasted through, phoned it in for the second half of the weekend, and no one put a gap on you that was much like the McLaren team just truly not giving Max Verstappen the respect he deserved. You've got a gap to make something happen, and I hope you do.
Yeah, I don't know
Godspeed.
if it's just false hope that they're giving me, but I'm gonna take it and run with it. And hopefully I can prove that I'm the better fisher after this weekend.
False hope or a
Oh.
tall pope,
Bro,
one way or another.
Let me just
Either
let
way.
me
That would
let,
be
let's just
huge.
talk. Let's just talk about this a little bit, because honestly, all of these playoff teams I kind of hate. Fish is banking a lot on the New York Football Giants, which is just so questionable. And I mean,
True.
just his whole team is
Straight
honestly
up
shocking.
gay. That's how questionable it is.
It's
I mean,
called winning
McCaffrey's going to be
strategy.
great, but you've got the Giants. You've got George Pickens against Minnesota. That's a little bit scary. You got bobble hands Mark Andrews.
What do you
It's
mean
just
relying on the
it's looking
Giants?
scary over there. But Mark Phillips, you got your team riding on 3 running backs who have not been great. I mean, who kind of have been great, but they're off and on. You can't really trust running backs this season. And you've got Jalen Hurts, negative points Jalen Hurts, and CJ Stroud. Wouldn't love to bank on that. Then you got
let me
Daniel
put it this
Johnson.
way.
Somehow, how is Daniel Johnson free and clear? He had a dog shit team at one point. Like should have been eliminated multiple weeks. That's shocking. But same thing. He's got Prescott and Lamb against Minnesota. I don't love that. He's got Brock Bowers against Philly D, the only thing good in Philly.
he
I
really
don't
turned it
love
around.
that. No, and he's got Williams too. He's got three Cowboys against Minnesota. I don't love that. Joe
Hook 'em.
Burrow in the rivalry game against Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore D kind of sucks. But I don't love any of these. Dude, and then we've got Maximilian Robespierre.
What's your special?
Talk to me
run?
about Trevor Lawrence, starting Trevor
Is it
Lawrence in a
H9?
play in a
Those ones are special
semifinal,
runs.
4
Wild.
teams left, starting Trevor
He
Lawrence.
knows.
With
Sitting right
truly
here.
only
Run gun?
7 teams, it's a 7-team league at this point. There are only 7
Bro,
active
bro,
rosters
bro.
and 4
Listen
active
to this.
teams.
Listen to this Maximilian team. Trevor Lawrence, Derrick Henry, probably more buffs than any player in the whole league. Jonathan Taylor, obviously a god, great job. AJ Brown, don't start me if you have me on fantasy himself. Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle in everyone's bird book multiple years in a row. Against Pittsburgh defense, you do not like Miami traveling to Pittsburgh in winter. Are you joking me?
At least
George
we're being
Kittle,
positive game script,
probably going to
right?
be injured.
So, or negative game script.
That's true. And Ashton Genty, yeah, right. Patty
Jonty?
Mahomes. I mean, yes. Hopefully the season's over
Jonty,
for
oh
Patty
yeah,
Mahomes.
Jonty's had some tough ones recently. I thought he kind of came on strong, but he's not.
Genty
Bro,
against
at
the
Philadelphia.
Genty against the
At
Eagles.
Philadelphia. At Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You think he's going to play well in an Arctic blast at the best defense in the league?
You're not wrong.
And you got washed up Patty
wrong.
Mahomes and the Bears D against Cleveland. I mean, who gives a shit about that game?
So
but,
what you do
bro,
is you load your fantasy
all of these
team.
playoff teams.
You load your fantasy team with one team, bunch of players from one team, and then you bet on the other team that team is playing to win. So you literally can't lose.
Emotional hedge. We discussed this in previous pods.
Yeah. So to be honest, this is actually really interesting to look at. Daniel Johnson, I think, did pull off Boozy's strategy, really the strategy that most of us were going for, which was like, get to a point where you think it is life or death and you absolutely get by the skin of your teeth and then clean up. I mean, looking at his ads, so in the last 6 weeks, he has just cleaned up the waivers for absolutely nothing. I mean, adding guys like...
Is that how he did it? Because, dude, his team was terrible. Like, I thought he was going to go out 5-6 weeks in a row.
Yeah, but look, so like starting in November, basically, or Halloween, right? Halloween, he adds like Baker, Quentin Johnson as a big for $0. Baker for $18, a bunch of guys from free agency, Devonta Smith for $4, Marion Hampton for $2, who's back and big, Justin Jefferson for $13, Jalen Warren for $6, Javonte Williams for $20. So like for less than $100 he's put together, and a lot of these guys are. Oh, he also got Brock Bowers for absolutely free because nobody.
Bro,
I mean,
I
both
would
of
love. I would love to see
Yeah.
if he drafted any of his team right now.
We can
I
take a
don't-
look
I
at
don't-
that. But that is
I don't
pretty
want to push this
interesting.
podcast too long, but I don't think he drafted. I'm not sure he drafted any of those people. He
Yeah,
had,
so
bro,
like
he had like easily the worst team in the league for multiple weeks, besides fluke people who got up besides him. Like he was in the running for elimination multiple weeks, which is a terrible team. I would be shocked if he was in the top 6 total points over the season.
we can look at that too. I can't remember how close he was. But yeah, actually, for his starting lineup, I think the only person he drafted was JSN.
How did
And he got JSN in the 3rd round, which is kind of wild. So he had one value pick there. Hi, Charlie.
FYI, this is going on public YouTube. If you don't want your child's face on social media,
I don't.
True.
Face. Go play.
We
with
can cut it out, but don't worry about it. Up to you. You can shoot. But yeah, so truly, I mean, I think out of a starting lineup, it's 1 out of 9 that was drafted. And if we count his bench, I think it still might be like 2 or so. But that, I think, is the way to play it. I think that he kind of pulled off. He was very close to elimination a couple of weeks. And total points for he's fifth total points for over the regular season.
All right,
So not terrible, but definitely nothing special.
dude. But that means like take out like last week where it's like most the majority of people are gone.
Yeah, I think. I mean, this is actually great. Why are we giving this guy time who's not even on the pod? I don't know what's going on here. But
I know. Well,
truly,
we're 45 minutes
so
in. No one's watching this long. We should cut the last
his
10
scores
minutes.
were like he scored 100 points week 1, 101, felt pretty good. 77, 80, 76. 3 weeks in like week 4, I don't know, like how did he He was very close to elimination week 4. Then 100, 91, 93. So week 6 and 7, he was very close. Week 6, double elimination, he was very close. And then he picked it up. I think because once Josh was eliminated, I think in week whatever that was, he got James Cook from Josh. And at that point, then so week 8 on, he's 123, 137,
Bro,
152,
but 6 weeks
146.
under like 90 points. That's insane.
Yeah.
He was always in
2,
the elimination
3.
conversation. He was on a hot seat every week.
But now that he's come through, he pulled it out in the late stages.
All right,
So
boys.
yeah, we'll see how that
We
plays
gotta
out.
wrap this
Wait,
up.
real quick, final segment. College football bet lock of the playoffs. It's popping up all over the college football message boards.
Gimme.
Ty Simpson has a herniated disc from the Iron Bowl. Not public information.
Wait,
who?
Ty Simpson, the quarterback of Alabama,
For Alabama. Well, he looked like
has a
dog shit
herniated
against
disc.
Georgia.
And he looked like dog shit because he
Bro, they
had a
can't
herniated
run,
disc
and if
in the
they
Iron
lose
Bowl.
Ty Simpson,
Oklahoma right now is minus 108. We are at home. I would bet the house on them. Andy, take a second mortgage on your home, put it into your daughter's college tuition fund. You're not going to regret this, man.
Wait, we're minus
Bro.
8?
We're minus
Damn,
108.
that's huge.
No, we're minus
no,
108.
minus
It's like even money
Oh.
right now. We're
Whoa.
plus 1 point. We're plus 1.5.
no, dude, they actually can't run. They have no run game, and the thing is like passing. That's how Georgia. That's how us beat them. Is like just play, pass, protect, and you can't run. So whatever, like you're just gonna pass for a little bit, but you can't do anything. That's shocking. If he's out, but also it's like might be better if he's in because he played like dog shit against the last 5 games, last 4 games easily. Dude, boys, come down for the game. Should we go to the game? I'm down. It's Friday night. Single game.
It's next Friday.
Dude,
I
it's next
think
Friday.
I'm babysitting
We're
for
flying.
Luke.
We're flying back to Colorado. We're flying to Colorado the next day. We're flying to Colorado Saturday.
Are you going to the game?
Not right now, but I would.
Look at ticket prices. If we can expense it, I
It's like,
would probably do
dude, like
that.
4 or 5.
As long as Luke,
500.
I can be back.
400 or
like
500 bucks.
Sat-
$500 we can get 5 tickets. $400 we can get 5. We can be in the stadium for 300. We could be on the bottom row, not in the good yard lines for 400. We could be
I mean, a
on
night
good
game,
yard, like same
playoff
tickets.
game at home is gonna be so fucking electric.
It's gonna be fucking lit, dude. How many times are we gonna have a host a playoff game at home? I gotta go. Love you, boys.